Now to an update, the family of Christian Obumseli is speaking out one day after his girlfriend, OnlyFans model Courtney Clenny, announced she will take a plea deal in his killing. Clenny is accused of stabbing Obumseli to death inside their Miami apartment. CBS News Miami's Nakaya Carrero is your reporter in Miami as the model will soon learn her fate.
The family of Christian Obumseli have been grieving their son's death since April 2022. Through their attorney, they released a statement about Clenny's decision to take a plea deal in the courthouse behind me. In less than 2 weeks, Courtney Clenny is scheduled to sit inside a courtroom to learn how much time she will have to serve for the death of her on-again, off-again boyfriend, 27-year-old Christian Obumseli. His family's attorney released a statement Saturday that says, "I am pleased to announce the defendant Courtney Clenny, the state, and the Obumseli family has reached a resolution that would avoid an unnecessary trial." It goes on to say, the resolution will be made public at a sentencing hearing on August 10th at 10 a.m. Pleading guilty and accepting full responsibility will begin the process of bringing closure to a very tragic, life-changing event for the Obumseli family. This comes one day after Clenny's attorney made the announcement that the OnlyFans model would not be going to trial as planned. Her attorney said in a statement Friday, the terms of the agreement are not final until accepted by the court. Ms. Clenny, 30, has been in custody since August 2022 in connection with the April 3rd, 2022 death of Christian Obumseli at the Miami apartment she rented. We will reserve further comment on the specific terms until they are placed on the record before the court.
I'll tell you this. This is what I do not like about the court system. She committed this crime over 4 years ago. She's been in custody for over 4 years, right? And she hasn't even been sentenced. They're not even in trial yet. She's just now taking a plea. This is a failure to our system. We allow this to happen, that people can just eat off the system, be in jail, and just wait there. Guilty or not guilty? Why is she in the system just waiting there in custody since 2022? We're in 2026, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. So she's just sitting in jail eating. Yes, she should be in there, but let's just get to this verdict a lot quicker. By any means necessary, we need to find out that she needs to be in there. And this chick is mid. See, this is what happened. These chicks, they get all this makeup. Look at it. Mid, right? Let me show you a picture of how she looked when she's out in the public. Look, bad bit. You get what I'm saying? She just threw her whole life away. She's 30 years old. You see, that's what happened. That's what the money will do to you. And then this is what happens when the money don't do to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's serious out here, G. But it's not even funny for real, but it is. It's like, what happens is sometimes, and this is just what I believe, I think the money, and I tell people, money in a man's hand is different from money in a female's hand. Because the power that she has with that money is not the same power the man has, even if it portrays as the same. If I had $1 million, I want you to be dependent on me. If you had $1 million, you want to be independent of me. See, the problem is with this aspect is that the money have come to her head where she felt like she can abuse the man that she was with because she's buying him all these luxury bags. She's getting all this money. She's selling her body online, and her boyfriend must do as she tell him to do. And obviously she was doing it prior to all that, and that's why the reason why it was allowed in the first place. To the point where she has a knife at his throat. She stabbed him in his heart. That's how he died. And then she played self-defense after, because she was scared. So she tried to play the self-defense card, even though on the phone she said that she did it. And the guy was saying he got stabbed. Let's continue. This is Despicable, ladies and gentlemen.
The specific terms until they are placed on the record before the court. Clenny is charged with second-degree murder after she allegedly stabbed Obumseli inside an Edgewater condo on April 3rd, 2022. This video shows an alleged confrontation in an elevator between the pair 2 months before Obumseli's death. Evidence released since Clenny's arrest has painted a troubling relationship between the couple. I reached out to the Miami-Dade State Attorney's Office after the...
You see that, bro? And look, I'm glad that there was evidence of this, and this is what was showing, and this happened like maybe an hour or two before all this happened. she was beating his ass on the elevator. Don't give a damn about what's going on. All he is blocking
Evidence
it. He's not even
released
hitting her
since
back and
Clenny's
just
arrest
blocking
has
it, trying to
painted
get off the
a
elevator,
troubling
down,
relationship between the couple.
You see? Because she looked at him as someone lesser than him. She like, well, you're going to do as I tell you to do. I pay for your life. You're below me. And that's how she treated him. It's his fault that he accepted it, but he doesn't accept to be murdered by the woman, right? Or just unalived. This is a situation with this situation. Like, I followed this and I'm like, damn, it's an L for him, because not only did he lose his life, his girl was beating his ass. You get what I'm saying? And he's a simp to her because he's just allowing that. It's like you're a sugar baby to a woman your same age, but not only is she your sugar baby, she's beating your ass too. And she's making you look like less than a man. And you're taking it. You get what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe if that's acceptable for the money. You know, I know some women do that. You know, they accept getting beat on or whatever for money and shit. But like, as a man, it's like, come on, bro. That's not even your biological position. But it tragically ended with the death. Anyway, makeup should be a crime. I'm going to end with that. Because, come on. This is how she got arrested. 4 years later, this is how she looking. Look, I'm telling you, it's tragic, G. See, this is who we simp over. This is and let me give a PSA for the individuals that be on OnlyFans buying these women's content, because if it's not for the simps and the men out there that hold these type of women to these type of standards, I'm gonna be honest, I don't even blame her. I blame the men for making her feel like she is more important than she actually is. Facts. It's not even her fault, for real. The simps out there, I'm gonna blame the men, because it's her fault for picking up the knife and doing what she's doing. Yes, that is her fault, but it's the fault of the men out here that's buying her content to make her feel as if she's more important than she is. Putting her value up here when it's really down here. So now, the men that pay for this woman to feel more confident in herself has caused her own demise. Yeah. It's like let me switch it in a different situation. It's like a parent that babies their kid and get their kid everything they want, and when they say they passed on or gave them money to live longer, you know, like an allowance or something, they use that money to be a drug addict. That drug addict took drugs and overdosed. It's really the fault of the parents that gave him all the money, not the fault of the kid that was spoiled and got the money and used it for drugs. Yes, of course, it was the kid's fault, but it's really the parents' fault for allowing them to have access to something that you knew they should not have. You created the monster, right? Just to give blame on who it is. I always blame the men for things, not to be that type of guy, but I always blame men for the reason why women act the way they do. We're simping over them. So, and I'm not saying there's some beautiful women out here and we lust for them, but that's the problem. If she doesn't reciprocate information, like if she doesn't reciprocate behavior, leave her gone. Because this is tragic. I feel bad for her. I feel bad really for the guy that she killed. I feel bad for her. And I feel bad for the men that think it's okay to give women like this money to up their self-esteem and their things, to make them feel like they can punch grown-ass men that are twice their size in the face. There's no way that she thought, rewind this video, there's no way that this individual thought that she must have thought in her brain that he would not touch her or she wouldn't be beating his ass in the elevator. Pulling his hair. Hey, one punch will neutralize a threat. But I'm just saying, you should not do that, man. You should just leave, and let her kill someone else. Facts. If I'm lying, I'm dying. Let her deal with somebody else and do that to somebody else, because he tragically lost his life due to the fact that he allowed her to hit her because he liked the stuff he was eating. See right here in that Burberry. He got a Merce on, G. That's a male purse. You know it ain't cheap. You know it ain't cheap. And like I said, and women are beautiful, including this lady right here. Yeah. But the problem is that we can't be bumping. If I seen her in the street and she beautiful, I wouldn't even tell her. Walk right past her. Because I'm not finna give her no ego strokes. so then she can treat the next nigga like a simp, then it's my fault why she believes that and how she behaves that. Yes, it's courteous to do it for them, but they use that as a weapon, unfortunately. In court. Look at that. Is that a Louis Vuitton do-rag? She was getting money. She was getting money. Is that Fendi swimming trunks, G? With this Fendi bra kit? Look, she was getting money, G. And I'm not gonna lie. But it, like I said, it didn't give her any aspect to be tearing this dude's hair off. And I was angry. I was angry when I found this out, because I'm like, damn, man, you let a white girl kill you, G. You let her kill you, because you didn't have to let her kill you. She killed you looking at you, bro. She didn't kill you. She didn't stab you in the back now. She was staring you right in your face when she stabbed you. So, and I'm not saying that, oh, because she's a white woman, she can't kill him. He shouldn't have let her get to the point where she can pick up a knife and come at him like that. That's all I'm saying. Right? So, ladies and gentlemen, tell me what y'all think about this in the comment section. Your boy Angelo Savage, man. This is Savage Report. This is Savage Reacts. Subscribe to the channel right now if you want to get the latest news and updates. This is crazy. This bitch is crazy. I hope she is at the bottom of the jail. Okay? Give her the life sentence, judge. But since she's pleading guilty, now let me end with this. Since she's pleading guilty, they might be lenient on her. That's the unfortunate part of the situation. A crime of passion, let us say. I guarantee you this is where it sways. Since she pleads guilty instead of saying, I did not do it, or I plead self-defense and loses, they might give her a slap on the wrist, ladies and gentlemen. It seems as if they were already letting her go out of jail anyway, due to the fact that after they released her, after questioning her, she was gone for 3 weeks before the uproar happened because of the family. See, that's the part that they're not telling you about. But I remember following, this is actually on my page right now if you want to go back and check it out. They might hit her with a slap on the wrist. She might get a good 15. And since she's already in there for 4, she might serve another 5 and get out from good being a good citizen. And then she gonna go and shake that ass again, G. And do it again with another nigga, bro. I don't know if she's gonna kill him, but she might just sell her body again to come up. Because, you know, to behave that way, you gotta be making good money now. She was probably in the $400,000 a month range. I bullshit you not. To be beat on a nigga, you got beat on a nigga money. $400,000 a month, at least. Burberry draws. Anyway, it's your boy Angelo Savage. Tell me what y'all think about this in the comment section. Peace, we out.